Hey, it's me, Rob. I'm here today with my wife, Taylor, at Epcot for Flower and Garden. So come hang out. I'll show you some stuff. Stop number one for our Epcot day, as always, Club Cool for our shot of cucumber Sprite. Cheers to Epcot down the hatch. Look, everybody, it's Figment. That's pretty cool. It's Thursday, March 13th, and I thought it was going to be a lot busier here today at Epcot. Not that it's a slow day, and it is kind of busy, but considering it's spring break, I thought it was going to be a lot busier. We're actually blacked out for the next like 3 weeks after this week. So we wanted to come today to look at some of the Topiaries, and I think we're each going to try a food item. Taylor, did you decide what you're going to try yet?
No. I think it really sounds good to me.
Oh, yeah?
Honestly. Not really.
Well, you said you were thinking about trying one of the drinks, though, right?
Yeah, there's a watermelon and cucumber slushy. It had alcohol in it. It has alcohol in it. That's weird.
Present tense.
Present tense.
Slight correction. We're only blacked out for 1 week because my wife Taylor decided to lie to me.
I thought we were blacked out for 3 weeks.
Just 1 week, which is not as terrible as 3 weeks. Not that we come here that often anyways.
I come here more often than you do, genius.
Well, that's true, I guess. I go to Universal like 3 to 4 times a week, and I only come to Disney like twice a month. Either way, Taylor did decide to get her slushie. So we were over at Florida Fresh, is that where it's at?
Yeah, the Communicore.
We're over at Florida Fresh at Communicore to get her slushie. So here is Taylor's cucumber watermelon gin slushie. She just had a sip of it. It seems pretty ginny.
It's been sitting there for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's pretty strong.
Let's give her another sip here.
That's all I taste.
The gin. It's probably just floating on top.
Got it?
All right, here comes my time to give her a shot. My time to shine. Oh yeah. That is strong. I'm thinking what they do is they make the slushie like normal, and then if you say you want gin on it, they just like float it on top. At least that's the way it tastes.
I don't want to get a straw. I don't want to get a straw because, you know, they have paper straws. I don't like them.
No paper straws for this family. Okay, so a quick update on the slushie.
You stir it up.
We got to stir that bad boy up. And it is now Taylor approved.
A lot easier to drink. It's more slushy.
Now, you guys didn't know this about me before now, but I used to love Phineas and Ferb. So wait till you see this. Check this out. Here's my boys. I wonder what kind of shenanigans they're up to today. I do have to tell you, I'm a little sad that Candace isn't out here with them. I think that would have made it even cooler. What's up, Pluto and Mickey? What's going on, guys? I tell you what, this Pluto is super impressive, and it looks like he's the one that's going to be flying the kite. That's fun. And Mickey has a tennis racket for some reason, I guess. I don't know how well you guys can see that. I'll just zoom in on that a little bit. He got a little tennis racket over there. He always struck me as more of like a pickleball kind of guy. Right here at the front of the entrance to the World Showcase is some Encanto displays. These are pretty cool. We're headed over toward Mexico, and here's Miguel with his guitar and his friend Dante over here. Yeah, it's definitely March at Disney. It feels way busier over here now. Well, 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 if it's not my friends Anna and Elsa out here on display. I gotta tell you, it's a little weird to see a lady with ice powers all covered in shrubbery. Look at these cute pandas over here in China. Everything over here in Germany looks so good. I'm still pretty sure I'm getting the potato pancakes, but that toasted pretzel bread and Warren cheese strudel both look really good. So this is the potato pancake with ham and onion. The ham is kind of small. It's like diced ham. Let's see. It's also cold, which I'm not a huge fan of. It's cold. And the onions are kind of mushy. Yeah, this is not that great. I'm gonna go in for one more. Maybe I'll change my mind. It's cold, and the onions are mushy. They're not like crisp. I give this like a 3 out of 10. I'm gonna finish eating it just because I bought it, but this is not very good.
That's not good.
Yeah, I gotta tell you guys, I'm really disappointed in the potato pancake. I thought that was gonna be much better. It was cold. The onions were like mushy. I'm just repeating myself at this point, but I wanted to reiterate how not good that was. And I'm sticking with my like 3 out of 10 rating. But I would tell you something else that was fun over there is that I picked up a red Powerade, which I haven't had in many years. So that is improving my mood a little bit. Look at these things over here, man. It's the 7 dwarves all lined up. Well, there's 6 of them over here. 6 of the 7 dwarves, with number 7 being over here by Snow White. And there's dwarf number 7. They're all over here. Look who we found over here. Miss Piggy and Kermit. Now my wife, when she saw that it was over here, she said she just saw Miss Piggy, which was kind of an interesting observation. And my response to that was, I'm sure she would have loved to have heard that, because y'all know how Miss Piggy is. I also think it's hilarious that Kermit's on a bicycle, because in my mind, he's just waiting for an opportunity to get away from her, you know? Epcot is kind of tied with first place for my favorite Disney park with Hollywood Studios, but only because of Galaxy's Edge. I love Epcot because of the scenery and the World Showcase. I mean, look at this view around the lake. This is really cool. We finally made our way over to Germany. We're just kind of doing a lap around the World Showcase. And here is Winnie the Pooh and his friend Rabbit. And then over here is Tigger, Piglet, and Eeyore. Look at Piglet, he's riding Eeyore, which Eeyore looks thrilled about, naturally. And here is Tigger puffing his chest out. The wonderful thing about Tiggers is Tiggers are wonderful things. Look at that guy. That one's really cool. Look at this Mickey Mouse, surrounded by all these wonderful looking flowers. And then over here, there is an elephant that I said I thought was Dumbo. Taylor says no, it's not Dumbo. Then she thought maybe it was a heffalump.
It didn't make sense because when you have food Greeks right over here.
So maybe it's a heffalump. I mean, his ears definitely aren't big enough to be Dumbo.
Or maybe it's just an elephant.
Maybe it is just an elephant. But that's not as fun, if you ask me. If it isn't my favorite Disney character, Peter Pan. And here he is, the old Captain Hook, facing off in an eternal battle with his arch nemesis, Peter Pan. Look who else I found, it's Bambi. That's fun. And his friends Thumper and Flower out here in this beautiful little flower garden. This honestly looks the most unkempt of all the ones I've seen. And I know that these aren't weeds, but this, whatever this plant is here, gives it more of like a weedy feeling. Which they might be doing intentionally to make it feel like a little more wild, you know, because these animals live in the woods, you know. Look who else we spotted out here for Flower and Garden. It's Goofy. Look guys, it's Lion King. Mufasa Nala? I don't remember the mom's name. That might be Simba's friend, either way. Simba's parents, Simba and Rafiki, over here on display for Flower and Garden. Look who else I found. It's Woody, Lil Bo Peep, and some sheep. There's a snake in my boot. There he is tipping his hat. Next stop, Butterfly Landing, presented by Advent Health. It's a little bit harder to film the butterflies than I thought it was going to be. They're not like super grouped together, and there aren't as many in here as I was picturing. I just thought it would be like...
I mean, there's still a lot.
Don't get me wrong, there are a lot of butterflies in here, but I thought there would be more. I thought it would be easier, but I'm going to keep trying. Here's one that is staying still long enough for me to at least film them. They also have the cocoons on display over here. There's a whole bunch of them. Some of them are still super fresh, the ones on the bottom here that are really green. And then on top, up here, it looks like there's some that are like still in the process of coming out. That's kind of creepy, huh? There was a random fella inside of the butterfly garden that did not take too kindly to me saying there's not that many butterflies out yet. Apparently it's still early in the season, and as the festival progresses, there will be more butterflies inside of the butterfly garden. I don't know, I guess I just figured they've had butterflies and they put them in there. I did not understand that they did like cocoons and like let them, you know, come from caterpillars to butterflies. I didn't really realize that that was gonna be part of it. I just assumed they rounded up some butterflies and threw them in there. So I stand by what I said. I thought there was gonna be more butterflies. Well, they got Wish on display out here with Star, an old girl, and the talking goat. You don't remember his name and you didn't like the movie.
I didn't like it, so I don't remember.
There were like 2 songs that weren't terrible.
No, all of it. I don't like any of it.
I don't remember this guy's name, but in the movie he does end up talking, which is, I don't know, one of the better parts of the movie. We came, we saw, we conquered. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, it's all right.
She was, I think, a little too excited maybe this morning when we got here. And I don't think that it lived up to her expectations this year. Am I right?
Well, I like Flower and Garden. It's just now that Guardians isn't on virtual queue, that kind of sucks. I'm not waiting. Today it hit like I think 95 minutes. No, thank you. I don't know. It's just really busy. I think we're going to try and come after spring break is over, and we'll see how that goes.
And also, we were a little disappointed by some of the food options this year too. Nothing really like stuck out to us. And I'll be honest with you, that potato pancake's like one of the worst things I've ever had at Disney. It was just not very good. Either way, I had a good enough time. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys next time.